Pete Nevenglosky, Stern class of '09, co-founder of Avua Cachaca. I realized fairly early on that I wanted to be doing my own thing. I came into Stern having the idea that I either wanted to go into CPG brand and kind of rise to a high level and be a general manager, or I wanted to run my own company. I wasn't really sure which one. And I decided the best way to figure that out and get a great relevant skill set was actually to go try out CPG marketing. And so I went into Dannon, spent a few years there, and then spent a couple years at Red Bull, where I learned a ton, really kind of learned the fundamentals of marketing, looking at a business, forecasting all these things that were hugely valuable. But I also realized fairly early on that I wanted to be doing my own thing. Avua Cachaca, so this is the product that I now own and work full-time on. And we launched it about a year ago in New York. We're now in 5 markets, and kind of an interesting storyline of spending 2.5 years building the proposition, talking to consumers, talking to Brazilians, doing focus groups, vetting how we communicate about it, and then launching and then building a strategy for growth, which is something entirely new to me. Coming from a CPG background, is how do we take something so small? And I think that's where some of the lessons from classes like Managing Growing Companies comes in. Entrepreneurship is a really personal thing, in that everybody has a different time that it's going to make sense to them. Don't be afraid to just jump into it and make mistakes. You know, the name of the game is making small mistakes and learning from them, and always evaluating. But not being afraid to just get out there. I think there's a lot of pressure when you are in an MBA class environment to get a traditional job and do things like that. And I think for me, it was actually the right decision to do so and get that skill set. But for everybody, it's different. Stern's curriculum, I think, was a great holistic curriculum in terms of learning how to think analytically through a variety of coursework, as well as learning from teachers who have done things before. I still think back to sitting in Professor Galloway's class, who's a very, very iconoclastic guy, who's launched businesses and had them be successful and sold them, and had a number of experiences. And some of the more powerful things that I learned were more anecdotes from classes like this. OCD was super helpful to me. I spent a lot of time in the office and had great results. I was trying to spin a variety of things that I've done that I think added great value, but needed to be really calculated in how I put that story together. So I got into a company that I was very happy with, that I learned a ton about just marketing analytics and how to tackle problems that now flow into my own company. Pete Nevenglosky, Stern class of '09. I am the co-founder of Avua Cachaca.